Hello, welcome to the weather updates. 9:30 on April 18th. A kind of chilly, variably cloudy day with a little sun later on in the day. This is what the satellite looked like for a good part of the day. You can see the clouds that were over our area. And if you went further to the south and west, you see mostly sunny skies here. A nice amount of sunshine here that we should be able to enjoy for the next couple of days at least. To note, it looks like there are a few wildfires out there we're going to talk about. Few small ones there. It looks like let me put the looks like South Carolina and North Carolina, and a few over here too, because some parts of the country do have red flag warnings in effect. And there was one in effect for New Jersey as well, and there was a wildfire there today as well. So the red flag warning went till 8 p.m. and it has expired, but we'll have to see if they're going to put it back up tomorrow. But there was a small wildfire of about 257 acres in Washington Township in Burlington County. The River Road fire. Then there was another fire, I think, that happened. Let's see. There was another forest fire in also Log Swamp as well. That was April 16th. That was a 1,607 acre wildfire in Little Egg Harbor Township, Ocean County. It's amazing that there hasn't been any fires in New Jersey. And these are some of the pictures from that fire here that you can see here. See the fire burning there. There you go. Almost looks like the dwarf pines over there, and that's an area that does see a lot of fires. These pines are not dead, by the way. They will come back after the fire. If these are any dwarf pines are used to having their entire crown burned, and they will come right back because the mass of the tree is actually beneath the soil. So dwarf pines, yeah, those are dwarf pines. Yeah, so that's in the dwarf pines. Sure, I could tell by looking at those pitch pines. Those are not regular pitch pines. Those are dwarf pines. Dwarf pines are used to lots and lots of fire. So this will help in the long run keep the forest healthy. There's some really nice pictures from that fire, actually, there. And then so that was the other fire that happened that I didn't mention. So let's get back to no wildfires on Long Island to speak of today. Let's look at our current conditions. And this is the local weather update. I forgot to say local weather update because we're just going to be covering the local weather here. I got to remind myself to do that, but it'll take some time getting used to. As I kind of just differentiate between the shorter weather updates and the longer ones that I do. So right now, 48 degrees, dew point 28. We got that west-northwest wind, and it was a pretty cool day today. Just show you some pictures outside of what it looked like this evening here at the lakes in Wantor. The Twin Lakes in Wantor, and you can see fairly clear skies here. And you can see the breezy conditions by looking at the ripples on the lake. It's pretty breezy out there. You can see the ripples on the lake there as the sun goes down. And then you can also see a little bit of haze in the air, though I noticed. Look in the distance there, especially I think it's a little more evident in this photo here. See a little bit of haze in the air. I don't know if that was from the fire in New Jersey or not. But I noticed a little bit of haze in the air, and then I noticed it towards sunset, too, as well. You can see a little bit of it there. It's at Wantor, and then at Rockville Center, you can also see a little bit of it there. So not sure if that was from New Jersey or not. But that Little Egg Harbor is, that's pretty far to the south. Well, actually, no, the Burlington, Washington Township one was actually a little further to the north. I don't know exactly where that was. That was a relatively small wildfire, but perhaps that's what it was from. But anyway, you can see temperatures are in the upper 40s right now, and it definitely feels chilly out there. You can see those wind gusts out there. Looking at the day at islip, we were probably below normal today with temperatures. So you can see here 48 right now, and I think all we saw were 50s today. That was it. So you can see all the clouds and the breezy conditions that we had today. So let's go look at our highs and our lows for the day. I'll pull this out a little bit here. So across Long Island, generally upper 50s, so a little bit below normal, and low 60s in New Jersey for your highs, and for your lows, we got down to 45 at West Hampton, mostly mid-40s, mid to upper 40s, generally speaking. So a little bit below normal for the day. If we look at the climate outlook for islip, you'll see islip will have, it does say it hit 60. That's still a degree above average. So technically it's still a degree above average today. Hit 60 at 9:36 in the morning. So still technically good. Look at that. So we're still 4 degrees above average for today. Unbelievable. So we still can't, and I don't think we're going to be below normal tomorrow either. So I don't know. It turned out a little warmer than expected, I guess. The normal high at Islip's still only 59, I guess. Thought it would be in the 60s by now. We'll change this to Central Park, Central Park was a degree below normal, and their high was 6 degrees below normal. Interesting enough. So, interesting that Islip was a little warmer, I guess. Took a little while for the cooler air to work in, I guess, across the area. So let's go look at the models here and take a look. And you'll just generally see that we have this high pressure that's going to build in, keep us fair weather through the rest of the week. And the next chance of rain will not be until Sunday with this system here, which could bring some heavy rain, perhaps. It looks like it's now going later into Sunday evening. With the next front that comes through. And then it has like this low developing over us, but I'm not going to talk about that in this weather update. It's way in the distance, and there's a lot that's going to change between now and then, and I'm not going to really focus on that too much. Let's go to the HRRR. We have 36 hours of the HRRR, and which isn't really enough, but, well, it should be enough to show you the winds. So here's the winds and the dew points. You see west, northwest to northwest winds tomorrow. Could there be a sea breeze? Doubt it. They might try to be one, but generally speaking, northwest to north winds, and then they kind of sort of come a little northeasterly overnight and then become easterly into Thursday. So this is a change from what I saw in some of the other models. An easterly wind generally would tend to keep us cooler for Thursday. So we'll go look at the temperatures here. And for tomorrow, tonight we'll probably drop into the mid-30s, but with that wind, I don't think we're going to see the radiational cooling. And tomorrow, it warms up. If you're in Jersey, wow, much warmer in Jersey. For whatever reason, it has it in the mid to upper 60s. However, over Long Island, you see it's cooler in the low 60s, generally speaking. And then at night, we'll drop back into the mid-30s. And if there's radiational cooling, could be even colder than that in certain other areas. Like the Pine Barrens, could be in the 20s perhaps. But that's as far as it's showing for Thursday because we don't have the full model in. So let's go to the GFS, which we have more of in. And I see that easterly wind for Thursday. And then it becomes south in the afternoon. So this generally would lead us to believe there'll be an onshore flow on Thursday, which would make it cooler. So let's look at what the GFS is predicting for highs. Yeah, it still has a possible little thin stripe at near 70 in the middle of the island, perhaps. Warmer in Jersey with mid-70s, but elsewhere would be in the 60s. And let's move this now to your Friday. And on Friday, we have that southeasterly flow. So that looks like we'll have a decent sea breeze on Friday, though. The winds are light, so inland it could still reach possibly the low 70s. And if you're in Jersey, it could be near 80 or above 80. The city probably mid-70s, and then the South Shore will be cooler in the 60s. So, yeah, not quite as much heat as we were, concerned about right now. It seems like the models have backed off because we have that southeasterly flow. We don't have that killer west wind. You'll notice there is more moisture in the air. As we get towards Saturday, you'll see, again, that similar type of southeast flow continues, and that would, again, lend to cooler temperatures on Long Island. And then, obviously, Sunday we have the rain coming. I'm not going to even go to that point right now. So let's go to the skies here, RGEM. And we'll use the RGEM for the skies. Actually, I could show the GFS, too, if I want. We'll start with the RGEM, though. You can see mostly sunny conditions tomorrow. It does have an area of cloudiness just to the north of Long Island. It might wind up bringing a few clouds our way in like the late morning, early afternoon. Other than that, I don't really see that many clouds. Mostly sunny conditions. And then for Thursday, you'll see a few high clouds. Won't be that many of them, though. And then Friday, it looks like Friday will also have plenty of sun. Not many clouds as well for Long Island, it looks like. So, looks like we have a good sunny couple of days here, of course. We have to look at a couple of different models here because there is some uncertainty tomorrow. So this is the NAM, and you can see the NAM's a little more impressive with that cloud development in the late morning, right in the apex of the day there over Long Island. Doesn't really show it too much over New Jersey. That could be why maybe the models are keeping the temperatures a little cooler on Long Island, perhaps. Then there's a few more clouds coming in tomorrow night. And then for Thursday, you can see it's got the high clouds. Some of these high clouds, I think they're high clouds. Let's see. Yeah, they're high. They might be mid too. Let's see. Yeah, sub-mid too. Not too much low clouds though. All right. So you can see that there are some clouds that would come in, and then this doesn't really go out till Friday. It's showing some stratus there, but there is a bit of a. Let's go back to the HRRR, and I'll show you because we can use the. I have a few more frames of it now. We can use the. Go to that 15Z. 15Z. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put this over Suffolk County, and wait for the sounding to load here, and you can see they're touching. So that means a cloud deck. There, we still have some of that, the same kind of clouds that we had today, these stratocumulus clouds. And then as we get toward 18Z, let's see if that gets any better. It pulls away, so we have more sun in the afternoon. But it can still be a bit of a patchy cloudiness, I think, at least over Long Island, perhaps, for tomorrow. If you're in New Jersey, you likely won't see that. That's why the temperatures are warmer there. Yeah, see those lines are further apart. So chances are there'll probably be more sun in New Jersey versus Long Island tomorrow, and that's why the temperatures are higher in New Jersey. Yeah, those are pretty far apart right there. And then as we get into Thursday, you'll see, all right, we only have up to 17, so you'll see that data unavailable, so we don't even have that. So I can review that tomorrow night when I do the local weather update. That's fine. So that is going to pretty much be it for this local weather update. Tomorrow looks like a pretty nice day either way. You know, maybe some patchy clouds over Long Island, perhaps. But probably the best day of the week. However, if you speak to the people at Channel 12, they think that Friday will be the nicest day because that's going to be the warmest. Doesn't necessarily mean the nicest day. That's because the meteorologist there likes the heat. I'm not going to mention her. We all know who she is. And she also under forecasts the temperature because she forecasts for the South Shore, isn't it? She's just... Anyway, don't get me started on that because I can't stop if I do. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Have a good night.